Welcome to the Pretty Confident Podcast, where we embrace authenticity, own our worth, and build unshakable confidence. I'm your host, Sierra Renee, so let's dive in.
What's up, you guys, and welcome back to the Pretty Confident Podcast. Thank you so much for being here. Whether you're a new listener or a returning listener, you know I love to lead with gratitude. So thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to show you what I discuss on this platform. And yeah, how are you all doing? How is your week going? We are in the first full week of August, and I am recording this again a day before the episode goes out because my weekend was filled to the brim. And I was like, I did not want to record too many episodes last week because my hair wasn't done and I was tired of greeting you all on this platform with a bonnet on. Not saying it's unprofessional, not saying it's, anything of the sort, but I just wanted to have my hair out, look, well put together and things of that nature. And so I just got my first retwist after starting my second set of locks this past Saturday, and then ended up spending the whole entire day with my parents. So it was so unplanned, but you have the most fun when you do things that are unplanned, or you just go with the flow of the day. And that's how it ended up. And we got home super late. It was almost midnight before we even got home. And then I don't even know what time we went to bed. It was like 2:00 in the morning before we went to bed, or before I went to bed, because my husband, I think he has insomnia. So I think he was up till 4 or 5 o'clock that morning. But anyway, how are you all doing? Thank you so much for being here. You guys, I am counting down the days until I have to return back to work. Oh my goodness. Nobody knows the struggle of not wanting to go back to work after having your child, like a mother, like a first-time mom, like anybody that has given birth right after having a child. You do not want to go back to work. You just want to figure out a way to stay at home with your children as much as possible, as long as possible. Like right now, mine is in her little playpen that's like a playpen / bassinet. And she is living out her wildest dreams. As you can see in my background, first off, like I told you all in the last episode, we did change this room around. This, I think I'm going to call it my ladies' lounge. That's what I'm going to stick with, I think. My ladies' lounge is almost done. This weekend we were supposed to paint, but it was so much going on that we didn't have planned. And I was just tired, bummed out. I'm like, I just want to relax. I just want to rest. Now, let me see what else. I added these lights. And so after we paint, I plan on taking the light from, like, it's ending right here. If you're watching the YouTube, you can see me. If you're not, I hate it for you. You're only listening. But I'm going to take the light that ends right here. I'm going to swivel it, kind of across and then up, just in case, like, if I have the door closed, it doesn't look crazy just going up that way. But I'm going to squiggle it across, up over the door, over this door hinge over here, and then down this wall, and plug in behind this plant. And it is just, I can just see it in my mind now. It's just going to be so beautiful. And then I have my mirror over here, my little bookshelf right here. And then I have my little caddy for, like, her stuff for when she's up here with me. I could change her, do all the things without having to go downstairs. And then on the other wall, I plan on getting some, like, Black women art, poster art, and getting some frames. And I think they're either going to be 20 by 30 or 24 by 36. I feel like 24 by 36 is super large. So I maybe do 20 by 30 and do 3 poster arts, instead of canvases. Or maybe I'll do a canvas or so. I don't know. But I know I want 3 right there across that wall. And it is just going to be so freaking beautiful. I cannot wait. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this episode. Okay. This episode is going to be about baby daddies and cheating, and where you guys, where some lines be blurred, because I be really confused and behooved by the tomfoolery that I be seeing on the internet, and that y'all be either backing up the people that are the cheaters, or y'all be backing up the people that, I don't know. We're going to talk about it, and y'all can let me know what y'all think about it at the end. But I just had to screenshot these because I was like, there's no way that this person is putting this out on the internet. Like, Like, are the lights on in here? Like, I'm highly confused. And I have two different screenshots about two different instances. And I'm going to read them out to y'all and give you my standpoint. And then if y'all agree, y'all agree. If not, try to enlighten me in the comments. I don't know, but I just feel like these are like non-negotiables for me in a relationship. So I don't know. Well, I do have a baby daddy. It's just also my husband. But I just feel like if we had sexual relations and I done moved on, there should be no reason that I'm hanging out or even talking to the person that I've had those sexual relationships with. Now, if there is a kid from that, our communication is strictly about the well being and any type of visitation or handoffs regarding that child. There is nothing else we need to be talking about or hanging out with if we have other partners and we say that we're moved on. If you're not moved on, do whatever you want to do with your baby daddy, with your baby mama. But if you're in a relationship and you have claimed to move on, please. But if you are not moved on and you are in a relationship, you need to let that person in the relationship go, because clearly you have not moved on from this person, and all you are going to do is hurt the person that you are with. And it's no reason for that. Handle your own business before you bring other people into your mess. Okay. So I'm going to start off with the baby daddy instance. So this person posted on Facebook and said, "Am I wrong, y'all? Me and my baby daddy haven't slept together in years. We've been friends for the sake of our kids. I don't see an issue with me chilling with my baby daddy, regardless if I'm engaged or not. Men are so insecure these days. It's sick. I can't stand anyone insecure." So I want to say the picture that she posted on this Facebook post is the picture of her baby daddy without a shirt on in the bed with her. I think he's at the corner of the bed. I don't know, but regardless, he does not have a shirt on. And yeah, it is. I think it is of him. And because she then posted a screenshot of her messages with her fiance, and it says, he asks, "What are you doing?" And she says, "Nothing, chilling, baby. What are you doing?" And he goes to say, "Nothing. Where you at? Why you not answering the phone?" So now, not only are you chilling with your baby daddy and he is shirtless in y'all bed, you not answering your fiance phone calls? Like, what? She says, "I'm at my baby daddy house right now. I'm gonna call you when I leave." So you at his crib in his bed with his shirt off, and you not answering your fiance phone calls. Lord, he said, "What you mean?" This is so terrible. He said, "What you mean?" She said, "You know, me and him still have a friendship. He like my best friend, nothing like that. We got 3 kids together. Of course we gonna be friends." His response: "I don't trust you being over your baby daddy house. That's weird as fuck. And you engaged. If you want him, you can have him, to be honest." She said, "If I wanted him, I wouldn't be engaged." That man said, "Well, now you not." I don't blame the man, y'all. I do not blame the man, because now, no, you not engaged. I don't care how many kids you have with this man. There is no reason for you to be chilling with your baby daddy. He is shirtless. I don't know what she looked like, because she took a picture of his back. She ain't got herself in a camera by any means, but it looked like she chilling up against the pillows, because he looked like he's like towards the middle slash end of the bed. But anyway, you had 3 kids with a man. So that means you laid down with him multiple times and several times outside of you guys having kids, obviously. And now you are engaged to a completely different man, but you're at your baby daddy's house in his bed, chilling, but not answering your fiance's phone calls. The first red flag is y'all should have understood. I mean, I feel like the man should have did his due diligence in asking, what is the relationship with you and your baby daddy? That is the first question. If you know somebody got kids with somebody that's outside of whatever you're trying to do with the person. So if my man had a child with another woman, what is your relationship with her? Okay, if y'all friends, red flag, because y'all can be cordial, but being friends, you cannot be friends. You cannot be friends with an ex that you've had sexual relationships with. I don't believe it. I cannot and you're in his bed and you said that you're chilling. How long have you even been there? And for your husband, I mean, your fiance, soon to be husband, well, not no more, to be calling you and you're not answering, red flag. Because if nothing going on, if you ain't got nothing to hide, if you ain't doing nothing, you should be answering the phone. First off, you shouldn't even be over there. You shouldn't be over there. He's shirtless. What is somebody to think? I don't trust it either. Regardless how trustworthy you think you are, I don't trust it either. But like that is just so it's so mind-boggling to me that you have an issue with your man having an issue with you being at your baby daddy house chilling in his bed. It's different. I feel like it's different if you are chilling with your baby daddy and y'all kids in a public area, but in his house or apartment, wherever the heck he lives, wherever he resides, alone in the room. I don't see no kids around. Where them 3 kids at? Why this man shirtless? I just feel like that's not an insecure man. You talking about men are so insecure these days, it's sick. It's sick for a woman to be engaged to a completely different man and not answer her fiance's phone calls because she's chilling in her baby daddy bed with his shirt off. What do you look like? I can only imagine what you got on. Probably no pants or underwear. I don't know. Let me not say that. But no, for real, like I just feel like that is so sick. You talking about men being insecure. He cannot trust you. You have 3 kids by this man. Men love things that are not available to them. And I will say that again. Men love things that are not readily available to them. So I mean that as in you are taken by another man. Men love to take things from other men. So it's not readily available to them because you're not single. But if they can get you away from your man and have a good old time with you, and you are ignoring your man for them, they take pride in that. They love that. Because I can only imagine what this baby daddy is saying to his homeboys or even saying to her. Like, you ought to be with me because you ain't even, you ain't serious about him. Because if you were serious about him, you wouldn't be here with me. You wouldn't be hanging out with me. All these other things. That is not insecure. This is somebody that is secure enough in himself not to go off on you and not to want to go beat up your baby daddy. Because guess what? If you are bold enough to hang out with him 24/7 or however often they hang out, I don't know. Because who else knows? But if you are bold enough to go hang out with him and ignore your fiance phone calls, he might as well have you. Clearly, I'm not the most important thing in your life if you were putting somebody else over me by not answering my phone calls. Because I expect my husband, if he is somewhere in the presence of another female, I'm not saying in this instance, his baby mama, but if he is in the presence of another female, if I call, that phone better be answered. And nothing better look suspicious. Okay? But you are not answering your fiance's phone calls. And you were crazy enough to also put a picture side by side with those messages of your baby daddy shirtless in the bed. That is not insecure. That is somebody that has lost trust in you and was worried about you because you're not answering his phone calls. So to be engaged but not completely moved on from your baby daddy is crazy. That man let you go. That man dropped you. And it's not because he's insecure, baby. It's because he's secure in who he is as a person. And clearly he doesn't need this to be an issue in his life. So guess what? He is exiting left before things get messy. You hanging out with your baby daddy. You in his house, in his apartment, in his whatever, in his establishment, in his bed, and he ain't got no shirt on. You not answering phone. Y'all got 3 kids together talking about we friends. Of course we friends. No, I got 3 kids by my husband now. We break up, yada, yada, we go down the road. We moved on. What-to-do? Okay, I'm going to talk to you as long as it's about the kids. Anything outside the kids, whether you want to hang out or not, we not hanging out. We are not friends. We are now co-parenting. There is no reason for me to be in your place where you lay your head. No reason for me to be in there, let alone in your bed while you ain't got no shirt on. And I'm talking about we chilling while I'm not answering my new fiance's phone calls, plural. It's insane. Now, I'm going to read the next one, okay? Because what? I don't know what's not computing. I don't know if it's by, people being raised differently. I don't know if it's because, I don't know. Because I feel like if the shoe was on the other foot, she would definitely have had a problem. And y'all know y'all females out there would have definitely had a problem as well. If you are in another relationship, you need to cut all ties with anybody that you have had sexual relations with prior. And if you are somebody that has kids with any of those people that you had sexual relationships with prior, the communication should strictly be about the kids. There is no reason I'm hanging out with you, kicking it with you at all. At all. Now, this next one I found off Instagram. Like, it was just like I just had to screenshot these two because I was like, there's no way these people are serious. And to, put it into words and post it online. Are you not? Like, you typed it, read it back, and then posted it. So you thought that was okay. You thought people on the internet was going to take your side. Completely crazy. So this next one says, I cheated on my wife once. Once is one too many times. Then the man goes to say, one time, in all caps, and 10 years together. And she vanished like I was some kind of monster. Amen to that woman. Applause to that woman. I would have done the same thing. No conversation. Valid. No, let's work through this. Just an empty house and divorce papers calling me a cheater like I'm disposable garbage. That was 2 years ago. 2 years, all caps, of me begging, pleading, crying, consuming myself with alcohol and despair while she refused to even let me explain. Explain what? Explain what, sir? Explain what? You went outside our marriage. 10 years with you? And you go outside our marriage? Bye. I am gone. I am gone. Explain what? Try to manipulate who? Please. 2 years of you begging, pleading, and crying? Not enough. There would never be enough. 10 years of marriage, of building a life together, and she throws me away like trash for one mistake. A mistake is something that happens by accident. You don't trip, fall, and slip your dick in excuse my language. Slip your penis. Let's call it what it's actually labeled. Slip into another female. That's not a mistake. That was a choice. And I'm going to make sure my baby girl knows if any man cheats on you and comes back to say, oh, it was a mistake. No, it was not a mistake. You wanted to do it because there is no way that you're going to sit up here and tell me you didn't mean to text this female. You didn't mean to meet her. You didn't mean to get her, undressed. You didn't mean to have sex with her. You did not mean to do X, Y, and Z. You meant to do it. It's just because, one, you probably got caught and now you're trying to say that it's a mistake. It's not a mistake. You made those choices. Nobody made you make those choices. Nobody made you do it. So he's talking about she throws me away. Baby, you threw y'all away. You stepped out of that relationship. There is no way in the HE double hockey sticks hell that you're going to sit up here and try to blame y'all relationship ending on the woman. I applaud her for getting the heck up out of there because some women, when it comes to being together that long, will choose to stay and be oblivious. And, oh, I'll work it out. There's no working it out. When somebody steps outside of your marriage, especially if they didn't do it and then tell you about it and you caught them, there's no amount of, you have to gain my trust back. My trust is completely gone. There is no amount of pleading, crying, self-work that you can do for me to take you back. My husband and I had this conversation when we first met. If one was to cheat, there's no action to be taken to get us back together. We're gone. We're gone. So for you to sit up here and say you cheated one time in 10 years, you don't get applause. You don't get a pass. That is not a hall pass. For being together for a decade and you cheated one time, how do we know it was only one time? How does she know it was only one time? How did she even find out? Did she come across something and found out that you cheated maybe this one time? And there's a lot of other times that she did not find out about. So you're only admitting to this one time because she caught you? Like, let's be so freaking for real here. You're trying to be manipulative. When men say, because this could go both ways. A female can cheat on her man and say, oh, well, let me explain. There's no explaining. You wanted to lust after somebody else, and after you fulfilled that lust, you're like, okay, cool. Well, baby, shit ain't cool over here. We are done. We're done. There is no amount of explaining that you can do to explain these things to me. When you go and cheat, that means I was not somebody that you wanted to be exclusive with. So regardless if it was 1 year, 2 years, 2 months, 10 years, and you go and cheat on me, I'm not somebody that you want. I can't be, because for you to go that far and all the way, you clearly wanted somebody else, especially in that moment. But you should want to be with me whether I'm in the room or not. She throws you away like trash. You are trash. You messed up y'all's relationship, and you are expecting her to be the one to accept it and move on with her life with you. No, she just wasted 10 years with you to go out and cheat on her one time, so you say. Begging, pleading, crying, consuming yourself with alcohol and despair. That is your fault. You did it. You trying to put all of this on her. Be a grown-ass man and stand on what you did. Just because you slept with somebody doesn't mean that she has to take that, stand with that, and stay with you. Because I bet you she wouldn't have allowed you to sleep in the same room with her. I wouldn't have. I would have been gone as well. There's no conversation to have. Because what is the conversation? Like, because then you're going to try to flip it back on me. That is something that men love to do. Let me grab my baby. Anyway, like I was saying, men are the number one people that would love to say, oh, well, I went out and cheated because you don't do this and you don't do this and you don't let me do this, or we don't do this enough. I am in control of my own actions. If you did not like something, or you thought we needed to do something else or do more of something, or any of the like whatever you're saying, you could have been adult enough, grown enough to come and talk to me about it. But for you to say my actions is what caused you to go out and cheat, let's be real. You found something that you wanted to hit. You wanted it to be, either hit it and quit it and, whatever. But you're married. No, that does not stop anybody from cheating if they want to cheat, because you're going to do that regardless if you really want to. But someone that is keeping their vow, somebody that adores, admires their partner, is not going to sit up here and go cheat just because, oh, well, I didn't like the way you talked to me here. I don't like the way you did this, X, Y, and Z. What's going on, baby? Hmm? Oh. I guess she just wants to be sitting up instead of sitting back and relaxing. But anyway, yeah, a man, well, I feel like women do it too. Let me not just say men, but either gender. When either gender comes back and say, oh, well, I went and cheated because you, take me out of the situation, because you were not thinking about me when you thought about cheating. And that's clear. That is very clear. Because if you thought about me even once, you would have thought, I cannot do this to her or him. If you loved your partner enough and you thought about them once, you would have said, I cannot do this to her or him. Now, if you thought about your partner and said, oh, F it, I'm still going to go all the way with this person real quick, you clearly don't love that person. You clearly don't, because if you love somebody, you care about their feelings. You care about your actions and how it affects them as well. So these two right here, I don't know if they thought the internet was going to be on their side. And I did not read the comments, or if I did, I don't remember what they said. But these are just two buffoonery posts made on social media about some stuff that the person posting did, that they felt that they were not obligated, they were not responsible for the destruction of their relationship. You literally single-handedly destroyed your relationship. One, you had 3 kids by one man, and not only are you in his house, you are in his bed, not answering your fiance's phone calls, talking about, I will let you know when I leave. No, I will let you know that we are no longer together. You can stay however long you want to stay, because clearly you are not emotionally invested in me enough to realize that you being at your baby daddy's house in his bed, and I don't see you not answering my phone calls, you not texting me back, none of that, or you're texting me back but you're not answering my phone calls. Clearly you don't want me to see something. So clearly we not meant to be in this relationship. I'm calling it off before I get in too deep. You can have that because that's clearly what you want. You are not deeming me important enough in your life as somebody that is your fiance to answer my phone call in the presence of your baby daddy. You were at his house and you did not tell me. You didn't tell me because you knew that that was wrong. But if you wanted to do that freely, you should have left me out of it. I could have been single Pringle trying to find me a different person to marry. But I wasted my time on you. You cheated on your wife one time in a span of 10 years. I don't believe that. I don't. I don't believe it. You probably got caught once, and so you're saying that it's one time because that's all you're going to admit to. And you mad at her for leaving? You're mad at her for not allowing you the time to talk about you cheating? You're saying that she threw you away like trash? I don't know. No, you threw y'all relationship away. She just finished taking the trash completely out and she removed herself from this trashy ass relationship. Talking about begging, pleading, crying, consuming myself with alcohol and despair. Good, as you should. The distress that you done put that woman through. 10 years? That is 10 years that woman cannot get back. And when you get caught cheating once, you start to go through your head about, okay, how many other times did some stuff sound off or stuff sounded suspicious, but I decided to choose my partner and trust him. But guess what? When it came to you cheating, you did not choose your wife. You did not respect her. You did not trust her. You did not, nothing. You did not, nothing. You made vows and you went against them, but you mad at her for not giving you the chance to try to manipulate her. No, absolutely not. So what do y'all think about those two posts? Because I just feel like it is nonsense to think that you're going to type this out, read it, and post it on social media to think that you would get sympathy, to think that people would be on your side. I just don't know. I like when I read it, when I'm reading it out to y'all and talking about it, I'm like, this is nonsense. Like, this is a no-brainer. Like, yeah, you effed up. Deal with it and move on, because clearly them other people are so mature enough not to even give you any type of energy. They left, and I applaud them for leaving, because anybody else that is too afraid to be alone, too afraid to throw the time that they've had been with somebody down the drain, they would have stayed and just dealt with it. But I feel like when you put up with cheating one time, you show them that, okay, you treated me bad, I'm not going to leave you. You did me wrong, you went behind my back, I'm not going to leave you. So the only thing that tells them is, okay, let me be a little bit more careful the next time I do it, so that way I don't get caught. It's insane to me. But y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about that. The baby daddies and cheating and baby mamas. Because like I said, this can also happen with females as well. I'm just saying that these two are insane. And it's about, being with your baby daddy when you already engaged to somebody else. Hanging out in his bed is wild, especially with him being undressed. Insane to me. And then the cheating, it's insane. Like, I wish more females specifically had this resolve. If my man cheat on me one time, that's one time. That's all it takes. I don't need he cheated on me multiple times. The first time I find out, I'm gone. There's no reason to talk. There's no reason to talk, because now I don't trust anything coming out of your mouth. But if you prioritize length of time and tether your relationship and your self-worth based off the length of time, you're going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck. I don't give a damn if I was with you for 20 years. Let me find out you cheated. I'm gone the very next day. It's not going to take me long, baby. You are disposable garbage. You are trash. I'm just the one leaving. You have fun with that. Ooh, I hope you beg, plead, cry, and consume yourself in alcohol and despair for the rest of your filthy life. Then you gonna cheat on me with another woman and come back and stick it to me? No. You know all these STDs going around killing people? Please. Not me and mine. I'm gone as well. I applaud that woman. And I applaud that man that said, if you wanted to be with him so much, that's all you had to say. If I wanted to be with him, I would be engaged to him. Well, you're not engaged to me now, so why don't you? Have fun still chilling in the man bed. You there already, not answering my phone calls. So don't call me, because I'm not gonna answer. Please. Hoo-wee. How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about that? Y'all gotta let me know in the comments. Am I tripping? Is this something that's not girl is sucking on my hand? You have a whole passy I tried to give you. I'm just like, what the heck is she doing? But she don't want her passy. But anyway, is this just something that is like so sophisticated that the dumbest person in the room can't fathom somebody leaving because they got cheated on? Like what? Because I guarantee you, if the woman cheated on the man, they are done. They're like, oh no, you chop cheese to me. Men want to go around and cheat, but can't take what they dish out to other people. Nah, you want to cheat, right? Okay, let me go cheat. Oh, now it's a problem because it's me and not you. All right, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But yeah, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Me and little Leah Bear is going to just chill out here for a little bit before we go back downstairs. I'm about to feed her. And then she should be going to bed in the next few hours. She goes to bed really, she doesn't go to bed early, but she does go to bed at a very good time, at a decent time. On a good day, she sleep by like 7. And then on like her more normal days, she sleep around like 8 or 9 o'clock, which is amazing. Because when she was a newborn baby, child, when we first brought her home, she was not going to bed until midnight. I was like, oh Lord, please, this cannot be the schedule that she sleeps on when I start going back to work, because I would be with her throughout the night because my husband gets off at midnight. So I would be with her until I got to get up to go to work. And then it's my husband's shift. So I'm like, I got to get some sleep. She cannot go to sleep at midnight. And then I'd have to get up at 4 o'clock to be at work to leave the house by 5 to get to work by 6. No, that's not going to be the schedule that we operated on. So eventually she started, going to bed sooner and sooner and sooner. So I just try to keep her on a schedule like that. So yeah, girly, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. But yeah, she's probably looking for a bottle. She's just looking around. She is so inquisitive. I love how curious she is. I just love how curious she is. But anyway, we're about to go chill. And y'all let me know in the comments if you don't agree with my take on these things. And if you don't agree, tell me why. Yeah, tell us why so we can understand, because genuinely it does not make sense. It is absurd, okay? But we will see you guys next week. We love you. Have a great rest of your day and first week of your August, if you're watching this as soon as it comes out. Peace, y'all.
Thank you for tuning in to the Pretty Confident Podcast. Remember, confidence isn't about perfection, it's about embracing who you truly are. So until next time, stay bold, stay authentic, and stay pretty confident. Peace out.